My name is Lucas Campbell. Together with my friend Mia Miller, we discovered the truth. Monsters are real. Now, we're going on the search for them. It had been a little less than a day since we left St. Louis, Missouri. John Faulkner, the cryptid hunter we had run into several times before, was now safely behind bars, and we had just one person left to track down. While dealing with Faulkner, we found evidence of a man named Nathaniel Sims, who had made several very large payments to Faulkner over the past 2 years. We knew Faulkner hadn't just been killing cryptids, but had also captured some, like the Thunderbird, alive. So Mia's theory was that he was being paid to capture them, like some kind of secret, super exotic animal trade. The statements we found came from a bank in Dallas, Texas. So we drove south. It looks like there is a Nathaniel Sims living in Dallas.
Awesome. I don't think we would have been able to go from state to state tracking down every Nathaniel Sims we could find.
Unfortunately, this guy has a pretty small footprint online. All I could find is that he went to school for pharmacy.
Okay, then I guess we'll start checking local pharmacies. Not the worst plan.
Isn't this a lot of effort? Just for one guy who might have done something?
How many times do I have to go over this? If we have the chance to help an animal, even a single one, we're going to.
Okay, but what about Donna and the panther?
Lucas, that's different and you know it. It's not like she paid someone to go out and find her a panther. That was just an accident. And she loves him and takes good care of him. This guy, if he can throw around money to pay someone to hunt cryptids for him, there's no way that's a good situation. Do you know how big an industry illegal animal trafficking is? It makes billions, Lucas. Hunting and poaching. Some old geezer who thinks killing a tiger will help get his up. A rich asshole who thinks ivory looks cool over his mantle. A drug lord who wants a herd of hippos.
Wait, what?
Pablo Escobar? He owned a bunch of wild animals. They weren't all rescued when he died, and now there's a whole herd of wild hippos running around Colombia.
Oh, okay.
My point is, it's a shitty world. A lot of shitty things happen to animals. I know I can't save every suffering animal, but I'm going to save the ones that I can.
Fair enough. Let's save some animals. Once we reached Dallas, we looked up all the pharmacies we could find. After visiting pharmacy number 7, we finally got lucky.
Hi there. I know this is kind of a weird question, but we were wondering if a Nathaniel Sims worked here?
Yes.
Oh, great. He wouldn't happen to be working now by any chance, would he?
No. Sorry. Listen, is there something I can help you with?
We're good, thank you. We'll just be on our way. With a name and now a place of business, we were able to dig a little deeper. We finally found an address. It turned out to be in a super affluent part of town. Okay, slow down. His house should be up ahead here.
This one?
Yeah.
This place is practically a palace. I know pharmacists make good money, but this guy has got to be seriously loaded.
You saw how much money he paid Faulkner.
Right.
So, do you plan on ringing the doorbell and asking if he's got any cryptids in there?
No.
Then why are we here? We can't just break in again, especially if we don't know for sure that he did anything wrong.
Give me some time. I'll come up with something.
We decided to take a break for the time being and rent a room so Mia could spend the night deciding on our next course of action. A little while after dinner, Mia ran out to the store to pick up a few things. I stayed back at the motel to relax. My mistake.
Lucas? Why did you leave the door open? Alright, if you're playing some kind of joke, this really isn't funny. Lucas! Lucas! Oh God, where is he? Shit! Fuck! Alright, Mia, calm down. Come on. Breathe. You got this. You'll figure it out. Okay, Mia here. I just came back to our motel room and Lucas is nowhere to be found. I called the police to report him missing. Apparently that whole waiting 24 hours thing is bullshit, which is good, but they don't exactly have much to go on. Of course, they said he probably just went somewhere without telling me, but the door was open when I got here, and all his stuff is still here, so I don't think he planned on leaving. I'm worried he didn't have a choice. There's nothing I can do right now except wait and hope he turns up. This is frustrating. And, no, these aren't field notes. Just bye. Mia again. It's almost 3 a.m.? I just had the most intense dream. Lucas was tied up and being questioned by someone. They were hurting him. I know this sounds crazy, but it was just so vivid and real. It was Sim's house. Lucas is there. I can't explain how, but I just know it. Okay, you can do this. Breaking into a big scary mansion is just like breaking into a normal house. Just a gate and a door. A gate and a door. Okay, you're halfway there. Oh my god. This place is massive. Where do I even start? What the fuck? That's not possible. Okay. I guess he's this way?
Oh! Come on, kid. You're bringing this on yourself. I just want your names. Ah! Oh! I don't like blood, but I'm willing to cut off some fingers if I really have to. Oh! For the last time, just tell me who you are. I got a call from Faulkner this morning. He gave me a description. I know you and your friend let the Thunderbird go. Landed him in jail. Thanks for that, by the way. I can't imagine how hard it'll be to find another merc that can see monsters. And now you're going around town asking about me? Sitting outside my house? Why? You work with those guys in black? What the hell was that? A dart?
Step away from my friend.
You must be the girl.
You want names? I'll tell you everything.
Well?
I just needed to wait a few more seconds.
Wait.
Oh, thank God, I thought I was dead. But
Oh my god, Lucas, are you okay?
Olive, you shot him.
With a tranquilizer, he'll be fine.
How did you find me?
Just shut up while I get you out of this.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're okay. God, you had me so worried. Let's get out of here.
Wait, where are you going? The door's that way.
They're here. Trust me. Oh my god.
No way. We had entered a massive room. It felt more like a warehouse. It was hard to see in the dark, but we could tell that the walls were lined with cages.
Help me find a light.
I'm trying.
Look at them all.
You were totally right. Look at that, he labeled them all. Chupacabra.
A mutant canid.
Think it's the one Faulkner caught?
Looks like it.
Slow loris. Oh, hey there, little fella. I don't know what a loris is, but you're just precious.
They are cute, but look at his mouth. See any teeth?
No?
I figured as much. Their teeth are usually ripped out or cut with nail clippers so that they can't bite people.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's why we had to find this guy. I mean, look at these cages. Sims doesn't see these animals as living creatures. They're just names on a checklist. Trophies.
Right. Oh my god, a Komodo dragon! Didn't expect to see one of these outside a zoo.
Me either. This guy sure has a lot of money to burn for this little collection. Werewolf.
Aww.
Of course they called it a f***ing werewolf.
He's so small.
Must be pretty young. Tatzelworm?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of these things. Supposedly live in Europe. They're usually described as, like, cat snakes.
Huh. I can see that.
Peppy little guy. Oh, and a cheetah.
He's beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, these two are empty, but they've got labels. Thunderbird and Orang Bati.
Looks like he was planning ahead. What's an Orang Bati?
Little flying monster, I think, from somewhere in Asia. What now? I know they can't all stay here, but what can we do? Unlock the cages and hope for the best?
Well, the cheetah and Komodo dragon are super illegal. The slow loris too, probably. We can call the cops and they'll be taken away for sure. But the cryptids...
Is it illegal to own something that doesn't technically exist?
Exactly. And who knows if the cops would even be able to see them? I think we need to take them.
Take them?
Just to get them out of here. We'll make sure they're safe and healthy and we can release them back into the wild.
What? We can't do that.
Do you have a better idea?
No.
Then shut up and help me.
Given that Mia had saved my life less than 10 minutes earlier, I decided I should stop arguing and help her. With the dart gun Mia had brought, we tranquilized all the cryptids and then opened their cages and brought them out to the car. We weren't sure how much longer Sims would be out for, so we worked fast. As soon as we were out of there, we called the police with a report about illegal animals. I wanted to mention the kidnapping, but Mia didn't want to have to explain the breaking and entering and shooting with a dart gun. Once we reached our motel room, we gathered our things, checked out, and rented another room across town so we could finally get some sleep. And we did sleep until well into the next afternoon.
Nathaniel J. Sims, a Dallas native, has been arrested for what's being described as a massive drug-selling operation. Police were initially called to the house early this morning over an anonymous tip claiming that Sims owned several illegal exotic animals. Sources close to the story say that police did in fact find a Komodo dragon, a cheetah, and the rare slow loris. This is also when they found evidence that Sims, a pharmacist, had been stealing medicine from his employers and selling it onto the streets. Police have reportedly seized over $100,000 worth of illegal pharmaceuticals, and Sims is now in custody. We'll have more from this story as it develops.
Oh, well, that explains all the money.
Yeah. Who would have guessed a wealthy shithead who owns illegal animals and kidnaps people also turned out to be a drug dealer?
Yeah, he seemed like such a trustworthy guy. I guess you never can tell. Hey, so you never told me about last night.
What?
How you found me. You can't just save my life and not tell me what happened.
Oh, I don't know. It was just...
I swear to God, if you say a gut feeling...
No. I had a dream.
A dream?
Yeah, a feeling. I got this splitting headache, and I heard you screaming in pain.
I was screaming in pain.
In my mind! I heard it in my mind!
Wait, what? Are you trying to tell me?
I don't know what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. So, we've got a bunch of sleeping cryptids in our car, and now you apparently have psychic powers? Where the hell do we go from here?
Okay, field notes. Even though we weren't out in the field, we still found some cryptids. Most of them are actually creatures we've come across before. The cage labeled Chupacabra had a mutant canid. the same one that we saw Faulkner capture. I don't really have much to add here. It matches the previous descriptions I gave. In the cage labeled werewolf was another lycanthrope. This one, well, judging from its size and proportions, it's a puppy. Or I guess a cub would be more accurate. Given that we first ran into Faulkner hunting the beast of Bray Road, I wonder if the beast might have been this creature's mother, but I guess that's neither here nor there. Finally, we have the cage labeled Tatzelworm. Lucas said that, according to legend, the Tatzelworm was a creature that lived in the Alps. He said it's usually described as some sort of cat-snake hybrid, but I'm pretty sure it's a mustelid, a relative of weasels and ferrets. And it does essentially resemble a large ferret. It measures about 30 inches long, head to tail. Its ears are pointier, and its snout is a little shorter, giving it a face that does sort of resemble a cat. Its fur is a mottled gray and brown, but given the varying coats in ferrets, there's no way to tell if this is standard or anomalous. Now, most interestingly, the creature doesn't have any back legs. I don't mean that it lost its legs in an accident or anything like that. It only has a set of paws in the front. Behind its ribcage, its body tapers down to a long tail, and the back half is completely hairless. I would be inclined to say that it's some sort of mutation or birth defect, but given the descriptions of the Tatzelworm, I'm thinking this might actually be the norm for the species, which would be very interesting. Now, it's time to figure out what to do with them all. End field notes.
Hi, I'm Jen, the editor and producer of the Cryptid cases.
Oh, and I'm Jesse, Lucas, and the writer and the drawer.
We just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's listened to season 1 of the Cryptid cases.
Thank you so much.
If you enjoyed the season, please consider rating and reviewing on iTunes, and maybe tell some friends to listen to it.
I assume that helps because, that's what everyone says on their podcast.
We will return with our next season in a few months.
Lucas and Mia will return in season 2.
The Cryptid Cases Boogaloo. Keep a lookout. We will have some in-between bits.
Yeah, some little mini episodes and
mini-sodes, mini episodes.
Maybe some extras.
We're also starting some other projects, so if you're interested in seeing what other work we're doing, check it out at littlegiantmonsters.com.
Also, don't forget to visit if you haven't been checking out the sketches of every cryptid, which I am very proud of how those are turning out.
And I'm also very proud. Jesse's my husband, by the way.
Yeah.
So thank you again so much for listening, and we've gotten a few ratings and a couple of reviews, and it just really means so much as we see the numbers go up, and it's like all this hard work we've been putting into it.
We're very proud of what we've done.
We're very proud, and we're very excited to see other people are actually listening to it. We look forward to doing more.
A lot more. We have a lot of plans.
We have some really big plans. Sorry, that was like a Bigfoot joke or something.
Oh, because we do cryptids.
Yes, cryptids. We do a podcast about cryptids. Thanks for listening, and see you again soon.